a question, because you said something, and I think it's such a misunderstanding, that a puppy who gets tired gets bitey. And I think
Mm-hmm.
an old training, people used to say, oh, a tired puppy is a good puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and we've had a change in that understanding. And I think along with that is people think, oh, if they're bitey, they need to have their energy drink.
More.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they need more. And really, so can you talk on that?
So, and I just posted a reel about this yesterday that puppy nipping is so often exactly like you said, uh, misinterpreted and kind of the signals are totally read the wrong way. And it causes major frustration on both ends. So we find that puppies absolutely get more mouthy when they have an unmet need. Now, if a puppy is starting to get mouthy, and you usually see the trajectory, it's uncommon for puppies to just like be mouthy right out of the gate. Although I will say sometimes that happens like first thing in the morning when they're really excited. But either way, that unmet need I would put as like they do need a little bit of activity or something to focus their fresh energy on. But typically, when your puppy is out with you and they're being so nice and they might be gnawing on you a little bit, but then it starts to turn a little bit more. They're putting pressure. You can't redirect them to a toy as easily. That says hungry, thirsty, has to go to the bathroom, might not be feeling well. And if you've run through all of those things, then yes, they likely very much need a nap.
Yeah. And I have found that there's that transition period for them between super bitey, like when I have a litter, right? So I'll have a litter of bitiness, like, woo,
Yeah.
they're all bitey. I think it'd be a great time to take that. Like there's a transition between bitey and nappy. I just observe them
Mm-hmm.
naturally. They'll go choose like something quietly, or
Mm-hmm.
they'll lick something. And there needs to be that. I feel like um, that's a great point for families to understand when a puppy comes home. There's help them have a transition between bitey and sleeping by licking or gnawing or chewing. Is that
I
go ahead.
completely agree. So the two times where we see that is like if you, especially the witching hour in the evening. I
Mhm.
tell people in the evening, especially like after dinner, and they're so crazy, it is very, very unlikely that they like are totally pent up from their day. It's usually the opposite. They're totally cooked. It's been a long day, and you
Mm.
need to help transition them from bitey sleepy to adorable and snuggly sleepy. And you're totally right. They need that transition. So whether that's like, there can be a number of ways to do this. Like you do put them back in their pen for a little bit with something to chew on. You give them something to chew on the couch next to you, whatever kind of helps. It depends on the puppy, but they
Mhm.
totally need that help transitioning. The other time that we see that is if you have your puppy out and they're playing and they've been really fun and then suddenly they get really bitey and you're like, yeah, you've been out for maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's probably time for you to go take another snooze, and you put them back in their pen. If they're really kind of revved up and in that bitey crazy mode and you just put them in their pen with nothing to do, you are likely to get a screaming puppy who can't settle in their pen. So that would be another time when I would make sure we have an activity to transition them into their pen. Because what we don't want to do is cause the pen to be an aversive place or somewhere that they don't like going, where they start feeling that isolation distress. It's really important that they feel comfortable and secure and have positive associations with that area. And that
Right.
helps them realize, oh man, you were right. I am tired.
To be. Yes. Okay, that's so good.